How we doing today, folks? My name is Raven, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about Predecessor. It's been a while since I made a video on Predecessor because, well, there hasn't really been much, which that's fine. They've been quiet. B, I didn't record enough gameplay, apparently, and I did play the 2 play tests. So here we are at C, where over the past couple weeks they have been teasing a couple images, and today they actually released a little 2-second video right up here. So we'll get to that. We'll go in order real quick, but I wanted to break these down a little bit. There's a couple things I've noticed, but it's more like speculation because based on that second one, they really want us to speculate a little bit. But first one we have here is Gideon, of course, and this is showing off their new map. They had an iteration of a map that was sort of, if you played Paragon, it felt similar to Monolith. It more or less was the same, but from there they wanted to incorporate more of the assets here, and that's what we have here. We have the dawn, and you can see in the background we have the dusk side as well with the black obelisk up here, and this is our dawn with the white, the blue, and the gold and all that. But more importantly, look at how much space we got here. Now Gideon, my man, he's not a very large character by any means in the game. I mean, he's your normal human-sized character. We have a lot of room here, and honestly, I like that. Everything, you could just see everything that's going on. It's not chaotic. It's not a choke point, but it makes sense, right? Here we are. I mean, this is what we're assuming is mid lane. It makes sense. I mean, see this wall right here? That actually was at the end of Paragon, so that's at least another similarity I see. But like I said, so I think, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that for this iteration of the map, the one that we're looking at, they wanted to go for more of a legacy feel. The old school Paragon map that was a little bit more open and not as condensed and clustered. And this honestly reminds me of it because, I mean, this was right. So like this is in between. This is our T2 tower, and our inhibitor is back here somewhere. But this area here, we didn't have this in Legacy. It was more like T2, and then boom, you're right there at the inhibitor. And then it opened up right before the core. But I like this. No, this is good. If this continues and wraps all the way around, that'd be pretty good. I like that. So let's go on to the next one. This one, I like this one. So here we have, immediately we have Drongo. Now I love seeing that because now we've returned to some of the more interesting ADCs instead of your typical easy to play Twin Blast, Sparrow, Murdoch, and Grim if you're looking at Fault. But I mean, Drongo. I love Drongo. Played him a lot. Not a lot of people liked him. He was a very niche ADC, but I had a lot of fun when I did play him. We got the rad rounds. You have his ultimate that detonates them, also repositions him. The boomerang. The boomerang was so much fun to use. Throwing that thing, slowing, having it return, dealing damage. Oof, felt good. But anyway, for the map part of it, so this is what we're assuming. I mean, we see Drongo, so as we saw Gideon in the other one, we assume that's mid lane. We see Drongo here, we assume this is right lane. Interesting though, if you look over here, there's a little pocket. I've heard some stuff, not a lot, but some theories are that this could be the old the Prime dunk. If you remember Legacy, you would go kill Orb Prime all the way on the other side of the map. Then you'd have to take the Orb Prime buff, whoever got the killing blow, and transport it all the way back to the enemy's side and dunk it on their ADC duo lane. And there was a splash zone or a little circular area you had to run that into, and then Prime buff activated. If you died in the process, whoever killed you took that buff, and then, well, obviously it would be the enemy. Then they would have to take it to yours, which in this case would be right over here. That's a theory. I could see that, or it could just be a little off camp, something for gold or whatever, XP. If your lane's pushed, maybe, I don't know, but I like that. Or it could be like League. You know how League has the new alcoves now, where you can go up and around the lane. That could be something too. Or another theory is that this could be like the harvesters. So back on Legacy, on each lane, on the sides, there was the harvesters that would add up after a while, and you'd get gold from it, or whatever the currency was back then. But I mean, I really don't see them bringing that back. They didn't have it in the playtests prior, and it was kind of a boring mechanic, to be honest, anyway. But you never know, I guess. You know, they could change stuff. It doesn't matter. Other than that, we see the minions and some of the towers again, up and down. But no, it looks cool. Here's where it's going to be our fog walls. I mean, that's obvious. They're literally right there in front of us. But yeah, they also point out, you know, oh, do you see anything that looks different? And again, it's mostly just this pocket right here, but I don't know if you heard that. It's the cat meowing in the back and yelling. But Drongo, he used to have a missing finger here. Now, I can't tell if he really does here, but that was just a little fun thing I pointed out. Or it's on his left hand, I forget. One of his fingers is missing, though. Anyway, lastly, we have this video. Now, this is them. They just released this today, as of the 14th of June. And it's a little 2-second of the jungle. Probably the entry, well, not probably, it is the entry from spawn, off the boost pad, and then right into the jungle. It's going to be right here at your red buff, so, I mean, I'm assuming this is your duo side lane. Duo jungle. And again, I mean, just look at that. I love this. I love big open space. At least for a 3D MOBA. I feel so clustered when I'm playing Smite sometimes because literally you have everything, and then even like the tops of the trees and whatever are just so low to the ground as well. So I feel congested when I'm fighting, and I don't really like that. But here, I mean, look at this. Like, look how the trees are tall. This huge just space just for red buff, and then all this room. It's not just like a little tiny path, from what I can see, but it's a lot of room, and that's good. I mean, you got maneuverability. You can't just like hide around a corner and then you're out. You really gotta plan your fights, and this is gonna be really good. I like this, so you know, we'll watch it again a little quick here. But yeah, I mean, guys, we're getting closer and closer. You know, we're getting real close to playing again, so I can't wait for that. For now, I'll leave you guys with that, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day or night. I'll catch you guys later.